Good morning. Welcome to IKIR TV News 6. I'm your host, Eileen On God, and I'm back from a week's vacation. You know, I had a wonderful time, but still, while I was on vacation, I tuned in to the program and got to see an amazing interview with Art by God and the Transformed Woman. What an inspiring story. Well, today is no different. We have a wonderful, quite interesting story for you, and it's concerning someone who was extremely generous and kind to a complete stranger. Would you please help me to welcome today to our studio, Bueno Samaritan?
Hello, hello.
Hello, Mr. Samaritan. Welcome to the program.
Why, thank you. It is a pleasure to be on the show. I'm really looking forward to it.
Thank you. Well, the pleasure is all mine. But I do have a question for you. I understand from our producers you were a little reluctant to come on the show. Why is that?
It's a little hard to explain. I had done, a good thing for somebody, and I just kind of felt like to go on TV and talk about it. It was, when Art by God was talking to Transformed Woman, they were talking about Jesus, right?
Yes, I do remember.
And part of what kind of started me kind of questioning whether I should come on is, I don't know if you know, I actually had a chance to see him twice.
Did you?
I did. One time, he had actually come into our village, and he had run into my cousin at the well, and had asked her to draw him some water, and, they were talking, and she came running into the village so excited, because she said that Jesus had told her everything she had ever done in her life.
What?
And,
amazing.
yeah, and so we went out, and the whole village went out to see him, and he was so gracious and so kind, and he stayed with us a couple of days, and he taught us. And then not too long ago, just a couple months ago, I was traveling, and I heard that he was teaching on a mountainside near where I was at. And after that first experience with him, I just had to go and learn a little bit more of what he had to say. It's just amazing. The authority that he taught with and the power that he taught with was incredible.
Wow, I know a lot of people want to meet Jesus, and you've had the opportunity twice.
Twice.
Was it something that you learned during your encounters that caused your reluctance today?
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. I got so excited about that story, I got off track. So yeah, there was something that he had said when he was teaching on the side of that mountain. He said, "Be careful not to do your good deeds so that men can see." And that's something that kind of, settled in with me, and it kind of made me a little bit reluctant.
Oh.
Because, what he said was, if you can do things for men to see, but if they reward you, then what's the reason for God to bless you?
Oh, it makes perfect sense. Oh, I see. And so, after that, what changed your mind about coming on?
Well, after your producer, a very good producer, very convincing, very persuasive producer that you have there, but he actually told me, he talked to me a little bit, and I thought about it after we got off got done talking, and one of the things that I thought of is I really thought deep about what Jesus had actually said, and he didn't say don't tell anybody about your good deeds, but what he said is don't do your good deeds for people to see. So don't go out and do a good deed just to try and impress people. And that's certainly not what I did. I had no thought of anybody wanting to interview me as I was doing it. And one of the other things that he said was, don't blow your trumpet and go out and brag on the things that you do so that men will honor you and men will glorify you. And that certainly is not my reason for coming on here. So being that I didn't do that to get recognized, and because I'm not on here seeking glory for myself, I finally decided, it would be okay for me to come on and do the interview.
Well, we are so glad today that you decided to join us.
So am I.
Oh, my goodness.
Little butterflies, though.
Wow. And so can you tell me a little bit more about your encounter?
Yeah, so, this is the thing with Jesus and that encounter. He taught a whole lot of things to us up on that mountain.
What's this still there? Because I don't know. I couldn't remember. Just let it run, baby. You can edit.